All right, so let us proceed now without any further ado. So yeah, just a moment. All right. So I would just like to know from all of you, what do you understand by the term data science? What is it? What do you think data science is? You can unmute or speak, or probably you can put your answers in the chat. Okay, study of data. Fair enough. Yeah, so it's all about data. Data, the way you deal with it. Data is so important. We need to work upon it, and we need to draw meaningful insights from data. This is the reason why we need to take a look at what's going on over there. Okay, and everything. Yes, Hina, you can speak. I think you've raised your hand.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Am I audible?
You are audible,
So,
but the voice cracks. The voice cracks. It's not very clear.
The unstructured data in which.
Okay.
Okay. So due to connection problem, I'm going here to. So due to unstructured data, to convert unstructured data into the
Sure. All right. Understood. I understood. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, you're correct. So we will be dealing with data.
It can be progress towards the different companies.
Understood. Okay. All right, so we'll proceed now. Well, let us take a look at the future of data science. What is it exactly? How do we go about with it? How is it going to exactly help us? What is the future? Why do we even enroll for these courses, right? So let us take a deeper look at it. Well, see, in short, before the theory comes in and before I tell you brief about everything, let me tell you that, see, when the field of data science comes into picture, you pick up any business, you pick up any workplace, you pick up any organization, any institution. What do we know about it? We know that whenever we are working in any organization, it's the data at the root level which is going to be of power importance to us, right? And this is the reason why data science has become a very big field, because it is applicable almost anywhere and everywhere. Okay, so this is one big thing because of which everyone is, or I would say a lot of people coming, at least even people coming from non-technical background, are opting for this, because the people that we have in the field of data science, they are really lesser, and the opportunities that we have are really very much. Many opportunities are there. So people who are even in the mid-level of their careers, they are also going towards data science or going towards this particular field, because when you enter data science, it's not just data science that one fine day it will be saturated. No, it's not like that, because after data science, then you become more futuristic about machine learning, about artificial intelligence, about NLP, about OpenCV, deep learning. And it's a very big, it's a very big world and ocean of all those other technologies also which come into picture. Okay, so this is the reason why you work upon with all these things. Now, taking a look at what is the future of data science, well, as I just told you, it's got a lot of other such things wherein we would be working upon with. You can explore unending possibilities by learning about regression, by learning about clustering, by learning about forecasting. Okay, what is regression? What is clustering? What is forecasting? Well, these are all the technical terms which come into picture whenever you enter into the field of data science. To give you a brief about it, it is all about something that is going to help you find patterns in your data. It is all about something that is going to help you look at the patterns, look at what are the groups which are there in your data, all that which is going to help you take decisions. Okay, because every data has some story to tell, and to draw that story in a very efficient manner is of par importance. And in a similar manner, we also have forecasting, wherein we would be able to not just tell the story, whatever is happening in that data, but also at the same time, we would be in a position to forecast, or we would be able to predict as to what is going to happen in the future. Okay, so these things are there. Then next is you learn tips and tools like Python, Tableau, R, TensorFlow, and Keras. So, well, Python is a programming language. It is a world in itself which lets you do not only data science, but then if in case after learning Python, if you want to widen your scope in different fields, whether you want to become a web developer, whether you want to become or come into AI ML, or whether you want to develop your mobile applications, you want to develop your games with Python, there's a big list which you can do along with this. Tableau, well, it's a data visualization tool which is used not just for data visualization, but at the same time, you can draw insights from it. At the same time, you can use it for analytical purposes as well. R program, again, same, it's a programming language, and I'm really amazed to see the way R has developed over the period of time. TensorFlow and Keras, these are other applications of Python, wherein you can perform your machine learning tasks with the help of them. Some of them are even developed by Google. Okay, these are the libraries which we have, and they're developed by Google. So you will also have the opportunity to learn about data cleaning and transformation. What is data cleaning? What is transformation? Well, with the help of these tools and technologies, you can actually go ahead and you can work upon these things. You can know, you can understand about what is data cleaning, how do you work with it, and how do you transform your data, make it usable. So all these things you would be in a position to do whenever you are working upon with data. Next is you would be in a position to learn about statistics and data modeling to structure your business models. Okay, so when I'm saying about statistics, see, it is a field which has been there for quite a long time now. Right? We all know that, I mean, at some point of time, each one of us have even studied statistics. Now, statistics is going to draw those mathematical outcomes and mathematical insights, whatever are there in your data, and it would at the same time, you would be in a position to draw conclusions from that data in a very calculated manner. So it's a very powerful tool and yet very important in the field of data science. And also for data modeling to structure your business problems. Okay, so when I say data modeling, it's about the way you would want to place your data, present your data in a proper manner, and probably you may want to connect your data coming from different sources. So there would be other tools and techniques and methodologies which you would use accordingly. Okay, so these things are there. Now, roles which are offered, well, these may be some of the roles only, but actually, trust me, it's even a wider list. But these are some of the tools which are, formally available, or roles which are formally available for us. So analytics consultant is the first thing, wherein you would be able to draw analysis and important insights from your data, and you would be able to work as a consultant, or you would be able to guide people accordingly. Next comes as a manager of analytics, wherein you would be in a position to manage and analyze things. Data analyst, wherein you are just analyzing your data and reporting it to someone. Data scientist is a little wider term, okay, because as an analyst, what you would do is you would just be working upon with the data and you would be drawing insights from it. In data science, you would be doing the same thing, but probably the list of tools that may be used, you may be using, and the scope of your results would also increase accordingly. Then you have AI engineer. For this, probably you will have to stretch towards other scope also, which includes a really very strong base of algorithm, which comes under the data science, which starts from there onwards. So you should be in a position to know those algorithms, and probably if required, some knowledge of cloud also would be a very good thing. So this is there. Then statistician, I've already told you how important statistics is. So this is, as a statistician, you should be in a position to draw some really very meaningful insights from the data that you may have in hand. Research executive, this is exactly when you are trying to probably draw even more meaningful insights which are already existing, and you're trying to add on to the particular field. Right. So this is exactly how you apply your knowledge as a research executive. And then you have reporting analyst as a tool. Reporting analyst is someone who would be knowing tools like, data visualization tools, like like Tableau and Power BI. And with the help of those, you would be reporting it to your team or to your stakeholders and so on, after doing a good analysis of your data and so on. Right. So these are some of the things. And then apart from this, we have a long list, like we have data engineer, where again, you would need to know some cloud technologies also. But first stepping stone would be, of course, data science related tools. And then you have machine learning engineer, which is an extension again of data engineer. Okay, so this is there. Now, industries where you can work, well, as I told you, wherever business is there, right? Whichever business is there, you can actually go ahead and apply your data science knowledge with it. Because if I give you an example of myself, if I know the tools, if I know how to analyze my data, now the data, if coming from any industry, right, I am in a very good position to analyze that data. That data can come from healthcare, fashion, cybersecurity, legal, retail, telecommunication, insurance, digital marketing, and you name it, entertainment, banking, IT, finance, media and news, and automotive, or it's even a bigger list like risk, HR, management, right? Anywhere, the data can come from anywhere, and you would be in a position to analyze that data. Okay, so analyze that data and to know the root level. But see, it depends. You, of course, need to know some of the core fundamentals of the industry. For example, let me consider a core example of healthcare. So in healthcare, there can be 3 to 4 sorts of analysis which you can do. You need to understand the basics of the of that particular industry also, which can be picked up in no time, which can be theoretical, which can be read and picked up. Of course, years of experience and expertise matters for sure, but then anything can be picked up. So for example, in terms of healthcare, you may analyze patients' healthcare data, or for hospital or healthcare, maybe you will analyze the cost. Maybe you will analyze customers and employees' data, right? So in this, or maybe in pharmaceutical data, right? So you need to understand where the analysis can be done, what is your scope, what is your job description, and accordingly, you need to work and focus in that particular scope, because for every industry, there are going to be subtopics. Now, coming to the course structure for this particular course that you would be enrolling. So the course structure, it's available for both programmers and non-programmers. People coming from IT background or even non-IT background can take it. This is one good thing, which you can pick up advantage of this particular thing. Statistics for data science is what will be taught as a basic. We'll begin from there. And then data science with R, because R is one programming language which we usually begin with when you are working with data science. Next is data science with Python. Okay, so here the scope will be a little more wider when compared to analysis. Of course, all the analysis in a very deeper manner would be covered both in R and Python. And then we will be taking a look at natural language processing, which is a part of deep learning. Okay, so if you ask me the practical examples, it comes under sentiment analysis, comes under natural language processing or NLP. Then you have so many other things like you have text analysis and drawing insights from the data, and then speech to text and text to speech and so on. There would be a lot of things. And then Tableau for sure, because it is one of the tools which is used for data visualization. It's a famous tool in the market. And then simulated data science projects. These there are a lot of practical projects which you will come across. And not just this, but Anuj, can you please erase that dot which you just created in the on the screen? Please do not do it even further. So coming back to the topic, well, simulated data science projects, wherein you are working with real practical life examples. As I used an example of healthcare, so I'll be telling you about all the details in healthcare, how analysis is applied. So there are 3 to 4 ways in which you can apply your analysis, right? Same way, be it in any field, we will be picking up real life scenarios. And if you are coming from a specific industry, we would consider using examples of those industries as well. Okay, and we would work upon those projects as well so that we get a good exposure of those. So these things are there. When it comes to overview of data science course, you can ask and answer like, what is the difference between front-end developer and back-end developer, right? So front-end developer is someone who would know the basics of JavaScript, CSS, HTML, and a back-end developer. Okay, this is how your distribution would be in terms of developing your site. So it can be Python, PHP, Ruby, Java, Go, anything. Now, those are the different scopes which you look further, okay? Not in the initial stage, but you look further. Distribution in statistics, well, that is how you would consider. Next is classification of data structure. So your data structure is segregated into linear and non-linear, wherein your linear is further you are working upon static data structure and dynamic data structure. Your static data structure is when you're working with array. Your dynamic data structure, you're working with the queue, with the stack, with the linked list. So we'll be taking a look at all these things in a very detailed manner as we go ahead. Next is the non-linear data structure, wherein we are dealing with the tree, with the graph. It can be anything, you know, it can be your decision trees, it can be any other algorithms which you can apply further on top of those things. Then what are the types of distribution in statistics? So you have normal distribution, you have student's t-test, f-test, you have chi-square test. So with the help of statistics, we'll be taking a look at all of these in a more detailed manner. Then what is a decision tree? Again, how do we make calculated decisions based upon the data that we have? Suppose, for example, you have a color which is equal to red. Okay. Now, probably if you are colorblind and you're not very sure about it, right? And you want to purchase a car of a specific color, or if you have some, certain decisions to be made accordingly. So if the color is red, probably you'll check out if the model is the updated version, okay, greater than 2010 version. When is the model come into picture? And then if it is the new one and it is red in color also at the same time, probably you can consider buying the car, right? But if the model is of older version, probably you won't buy the car, okay? Or probably if it is older than that, you may also check upon the mileage or the kilometers in which the car has has been driven. If it is less than 50,000 kilometers, probably you can buy it. Otherwise, no, you cannot buy it. right? So in this manner, you will make certain decisions. So this is just an example wherein I'm showing you, okay? If the color of the car is yellow, so maybe you can consider purchasing Ferrari. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, it's okay if you don't buy it, if you are more specific with the colors and everything, right? So these are some simple steps, although the way in which we deal with our decision tree algorithm is a little different. We consider the mathematical use cases and all also. Next is the regression analysis. In regression analysis, we have linear regression, we have non-linear regression. Okay, so in linear regression also, we have simple linear and multiple linear. These are all the algorithms which we teach right from the basics when we are working. Okay, then we have two subtypes. We have supervised and unsupervised learning. Okay, so supervised learning, it is input data, it is labeled over there. When you're considering your unsupervised learning, your input data is unlabeled. From the name only, you know, right? Supervised learning is when you are knowing how the data would be, when you would be knowing the data, it would be all under your supervision rather, I would say, right? So this is there. Now, in supervised learning, it has some feedback mechanism. That's not the case for unsupervised learning. In supervised learning, the data is classified, which is based on the training data set. But in unsupervised, it assigns the properties of given data to classify it. For supervised learning, it is divided into regression and classification. Whereas for unsupervised, it is divided into clustering and association. For supervised, it's used for prediction. Unsupervised, it's used for analysis. Supervised learning, algorithms would include decision tree, the one which we just saw some time back. It helps you make decisions. Logistic regression, again, wherein it will help you take a decision of yes or no type. And support vector machine, which we will take a look again. Now, algorithms would include k-means clustering and hierarchical clustering and a priori algorithm. So we will be taking a look at all those also. Clustering is basically to do with the grouping. You would try to see what are the patterns, what are the groups in your data. And a priori algorithm, well, somewhere it relates to your market basket analysis, wherein, for example, if a customer comes to your store and he's purchasing milk and bread, so there's a very high chance that probably he'll purchase eggs also, or something, some selections of that type, right? So this is there. So a known number of classes are available for your supervised learning, whereas that's not the case for unsupervised learning, right? Now you can clearly see how your unsupervised learning will be. Here there would be certain clusters, right? So you can see that this is one group and this is another group. Okay. Whereas in supervised learning, you do have clusters for the same data, but in that also you have classes or subdivisions, right? So this is how it works. Then you have parsing. So as a parser, you have top-down parser, bottom-up parser. For the top-down parser, you have recursive descent parser or LL1. And for the bottom-up parser, you have LR parser. We will be taking a look at all those things and operator precedence parser and so on. N-grams are there in your NLP, which is natural language processing. So if your N equal to 1, okay, you are segregating your sentences 1, 2, 3 that way. And then for each sentence, there is some association which is given. Okay, so wherein in the first one, you can see it's all single words which you are considering. Probably in the second one, there are combination of 2 words which you are considering. And in the third one, combination of 3 words you're considering, right? Unigrams, bigrams, and trigrams. And then how do you, in that manner, you take it ahead from there, you go ahead from there, right? Next, Tableau. Tableau is another very interesting tool that we would be working with. So with the help of Tableau, you'll be creating your visuals, and not just creating those visuals, but you would be analyzing those visuals. So data types of, you have data types in Tableau as well. So you'll be drawing insights from your text values, from your calendar icons or date-related columns. You'll be working with date and time columns, numeric columns, Boolean values, right? The true and false kind of things, the geographical values, the clustering of your groups, or rather I would say hierarchy also, which would come into picture after a certain point of time. So these are so many things that you would be working with. Now, Tableau interface, this is how it looks like, wherein on the left side, you have the data and analytics section. Here you have the pages and filters which you can apply upon your data. This is a beautiful place where you can change the color, size, label, detail, and tooltips of your data, right? So it's a big list. Like here you have the persons, here you have the visual. These columns and rows are going to help you determine whether, what do you put, which column do you put in your rows, which column do you put in your, columns, rows and columns that way. And on the right side, you have different types of visuals or graphs which can be created, right? And on the top, these are all important icons with respect to creating your visuals and the tabs as well. So when we study Tableau, everything would be told in detail along with a project which would be carried upon. Now, getting started with Henry Harvin, well, it's a journey of Henry Harvin which started in 2013, and they are based in San Francisco, California, and it is a competency development organization. And we take a look, we are very much alert and aware about the competencies, about the competition which is there around, and we try to keep up with it. So we offer focused learning solutions. We cater to diverse audience from varying industry and academics background. Okay. So, well, who are we? So we deliver instructor-led training to the client base of 3 lakh plus learners. We also deliver self-paced training to a client base of 2 lakh plus learners. We provide 400 plus courses and vendor with 210 plus corporates. And we partner to 130 plus colleges pan-India, right? That is who we are, Henry Harvin. The features of the program that you would be enrolling for, well, here you can launch your career with the 9+1 program of Henry Harvin, which is taught by award-winning industry specialists. Okay, so we begin by training the course wherein you learn the nitty-gritties and all the skills and techniques with 100% practical training. It is all hands-on made. Then you get the Hallmark certification, wherein you get globally recognized certification with Hallmark next to your name. And then the third one is you are made to do 10 plus projects, which implement your learning via live or capstone projects. Next is the feature, which is feature number 4 of guaranteed internship. So 100% internship is guaranteed at beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels. Next is the off-campus placement support. So it's a premium access to the jobs for your portal, offering off-campus job support worth 2,000. Okay, we make you do hackathons, so you will get access to Ask Henry hackathons worth ₹4,000 and so on. Then there would be boot camps wherein you would have access to premium career boot camps worth 3,000. Okay, so these boot camps, trust me, they are really very important, because if you enter a particular boot camp, you know from the scratch till the advanced level about that particular topic. So these are very, very good and very important resource. Next is the e-learnings. So you'll have premium access to jobs for your portal, offering off-campus job support worth 2,000 rupees. And then you have the gold membership, wherein 1 year gold membership of Academy would be provided, and you can attend unlimited live sessions worth ₹6,000. That's totally up to you, but okay. Other program features, well, 6 months live training would be provided. Access to recorded video lectures would be given. Access to e-learning portal, 100% guaranteed placement. Internship support would be provided. 52 plus master classes would be provided. 1 year gold membership benefits, which I just told you. 5+ soft skills sessions would be provided, 24/7 support also at the same time. What are the perks of membership? Well, complimentary modules, namely your soft skill development and your resume writing also would be given. Okay. Upon completion, you will have a good technical knowledge. You'll know the structure of business, the problems with analytics framework, using your statistics and data modeling. Better job opportunities, because you would be in a position to present yourself as an ideal candidate for all the roles of data science professionals. And trust me, it's not just data science professional. Then, of course, under its umbrella comes your data analysis, right? And so many other profiles. And then you can widen your scope to machine learning and AI as well. Skill and proficiency, well, you can apply industry relevant tools and techniques to improve the performance, because you will already have exposure to the real-time projects and internships and everything. You'll have highly paid and secure jobs also, wherein you can get into multinational companies and you can earn a secure position as a data scientist. You'll have tremendous growth. So data science, which is being one of the most in-demand skills in multiple industry, the growth is unstoppable. So the list is big. It's actually big. Coming to the course curriculum, I have already given you a bit of detail about this, wherein we will begin with programming for non-programmers, statistics for data science with R, data science with Python, natural language processing, Tableau, simulated data science projects, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning with Keras and TensorFlow. The last 3 are the electives, if you look carefully. The first 7, they are what we would make you do, and you would have elective from these. You can pick up any one. Okay. Program details, well, postgraduate program in data science, it's a 12 months program, wherein it's a 2-way training. Examinations would be conducted. Certification would be provided, unlimited batches with different trainers you'll come across. Masterclass sessions would be there. Job guarantee is also a good option. You have e-learning platform access and you have batches recording as well. Okay. So these things are there. Fees inclusive of whatever fees you pay, it includes the live training. Okay. Your interactive live training, wherein you can interact with the trainer and you can ask them about everything and you can work around. Videos, case studies and assessments would be provided. Video access would be provided. Unlimited access to multiple trainers would be provided. Internship support, 100% job guarantee, assignments and projects, hallmark certification, about which I've already told you, it's a global certification, and your gold membership benefits as well. Initially, the amount used to be 2.5 lakhs, but that's actually how the amount is. But because we are having already admissions in bulk, and if people enroll, it would be a discount amount which would be given of 1.5 lakhs only per candidate. Okay, so this is there. Apart from that, you can get more updates. You can like us on Facebook, LinkedIn. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube also. There are certain links which have been provided, which anyways, by considering, or you can take a screenshot of this image quickly, and probably you can contact us, or you can follow us. And if you happen to work upon these particular courses, if you really want to get skilled, if you really want good jobs, if you really want to add something to your career, you can of course go ahead and you can connect with us. Okay, so these things are there. So I'll just put this as a copy paste in the chat. Okay, you can just pick up all this from the chat. So these things are there. And then if you want to register, then we have upcoming batches starting from 24th of September 2022, which starts every week. You can enroll every week. If you want to talk, let me give you these contacts as well in the chat again. And let me also give you the list or the link as to how can you enroll for this course directly. Okay, So feel free to enroll for the course directly. So with that, we are done for today's webinar. Any questions? Any questions, please? You can unmute and ask, or if network is bad at your side, probably you can put your questions in the chat. There's nothing you want to ask about the course and about everything that we just covered? No queries at all? Either you know everything or either probably, I'm not sure. All right. So if there's nothing, probably we can end it off over here. Thank you so much. It was good to connect with you all. I hope you have taken the links which I've just copy pasted in the chat. Okay, they are very important links. Henry Harvin Education has been serving many people. Okay, it has been serving many people. So you can just go ahead and you can trust on it and you can get started in your career. Yeah, so live projects would be there, Praveen. Yes, that's right. BCom students, yes, Raj, BCom students, BA students also can do that. If you're really passionate about, you can pick up these technologies. Trust me, I am an electrical engineer who had no knowledge about these programming languages and everything, but educating myself has really been, has helped me gain access to very big opportunities. Okay. Can we reduce the training period in months? See, there are so many technologies you are learning, Kalpesh. You need time for them, right? You cannot pick up programming language today and another programming language tomorrow. No, you need focus, right? So anything that requires focus, anything. And moreover, it's not just training, it's about internship, it's about projects and other such things, real life practical examples, which we are covering, right? So for proper you becoming a proper professional, 1 year, we require your 1 year, dear. You will be transformed after 1 year for sure. Preferred language for learning, of course, it's going to be Python. R has also got its goods and bads, of course, but Python is what I would prefer personally. But R is nowhere lacking. It totally depends upon where you are working and which tool the company uses. What else? Thank you. Thank you. So hope everything has been cleared and there are no questions. More tools, probably we can. Maybe we'll have to speak with the people, but trust me, we are here more focused. The technologies which we are covering already, even they require a lot of time. If you dig deep into it, each technology requires good amount of time. Projects will require a good amount of time, right? And we are more focused here. Other tools that you're mentioning there, Kalpesh, those are much easier, trust me. Those tools can be picked up very easily. We all know what Excel can do, right? But this is where here we are being more focused. Well, Raj, you can join us to learn programming language or like Python. Definitely, we are expertise in helping you learn Python right from the scratch, right from the installation till you do your machine learning projects or AI projects. So we take that responsibility. Thank you. All right. So thank you, everyone. Wish you all the best. And yeah, I leave you with the decision of joining and transforming yourself. Okay. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Good evening, good night, and happy weekend to everyone. Take care.